Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa and today's video is going to be on the construction of my Christmas circle skirt. It's not exactly a tutorial, it's just kind of how I did the process. I created the pattern from some research I did online, and I upcycled the material that I have from the skirt. And basically, let's just dive into it, and hopefully you like the video. And if you like it, please show some support by sharing, subscribing, leaving a comment. Everything helps, and I appreciate y'all. What I did real quick, because I cut out the pattern pieces off camera just to makes it easier. Basically, this is my pattern that I created for it's a half circle skirt. But if you fold it into basically fold it twice, you'll get 4 pieces. There's a lot of videos and tutorials on how to make the pattern and how to fold it, but I'm just going to give you the basic for this so we can just do the construction in this video. But after you cut that out, it's going to be a full circle the way I did it. I've cut it into the 4 pieces, right? So if you open it out, your waist would go here, and it would be a full circle. Now, I want to do a double circle skirt, so I cut this one side so that I can attach the 2 panels together to make it very voluminous. And you'll also have to take in consideration for your waist, you have to make the waist a little smaller. You'd have to half it if you're doing a double. Instead of, for instance, I would need 6 inches. You know, with an elastic waistband, I would need 6 inches for one full one like this, but for a double, I would only need to do 3 inches on the fold. But, like I said, we're not going to go too much into that. So I cut out my pattern pieces, and I cut out my pockets. Now, both of these I've made I've made patterns for both of these from, this was just constructed off of how I learned how to do it on the internet, and it's perfect. I've already tried it on to see if it'll fit, and I used a calculator online, but I kind of already knew how to calculate my measurement. And the pocket pieces, I just had took it from one of my patterns I already have that has pockets, and I cut them out. So next we're going to serge the edges, and we'll start constructing the garment. So see you in a minute. sure we got all sides. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but we've got all sides serged on the first piece. I'm going to do the second piece off camera because it's the same thing. So, just going to serge completely all the way around everything. Now, this is half of the waistband right here in the center part. And I'm actually going to put a waistband on this just because. Okay, so now we're going to mark our, after I get the marker, we're going to mark our elastic so that when we place it in the waistband, we will be able to basically ease it in right. Now this step is not necessary for what I'm doing, but it's good to know how to do. Mine has two seams because my elastic wasn't long enough. So I always like to fold it in half so that I can get the center. And this is just my washable marker. And then I turn it and do it on the other side. And then I do that. And I do it again. And these two sides, it'll leave 4 marks. You can do 6. It's just not usually that necessary. And then you can pin it into your waistband. Just makes it much easier to ease it into your waistband and sew it down. So next we're going to sew up the pockets and sew together waistband. That's better. Now, I know that'd take a while for you, but I had to cut them out and all the rest. So I'm just going to do the right sides on the inside, because why not? They're, you know, shinier. Okay. I may have been rushing a little because I want to finish the skirt already. So if you're a little rounder on these sides and not so straight, that's why. But I really don't want to have issues with pockets, so yeah. Wait. Don't tell me. I will cry. There we go. That's one. The right way. Okay, now I figured it out. Oh, sorry guys. Like I said, I'm just trying to really finish this up, so. So sorry about that, guys. My battery died, so I didn't exactly get a chance to film lining the pockets, but I still have one to sew together. Oops, one to sew together. So I sewed it lined, and on the other one, so there's the two pieces, and now I'm going to sew in the pocket on this side, and then I'll do that one on camera. Ooh, that didn't sound good. That was way too many layers. Now this kind of looks like an ugly inside seam, but you're not going to see it because this is a really poofy circle skirt. It's full circle, and my back stitch is being ridiculous, so I'm going to do it this way. Back tack, because if I don't, then I won't be able to back tack, and I really want the pockets to be stable. And like I said, yes, it's going to look a little bit, it looks a little bit messy with the way that I had to line these pockets, because I didn't think of it beforehand. But if I don't line this kind of material, if I put keys or anything sharp or anything in the pockets at all, it'll get stuck in the pockets, so I figured it had to be lined. And besides, it matches. It's gold. So that is one side of the pocket. Please tell me I did this right. It's getting late, so my brain is starting to want to not want to do anything. So, just have to make sure that I'm doing it the right way. Of course. Now we sew the other side of the pocket on. Make sure it's really lined up. And I made the waistband to put in this. It doesn't need it, but I was going to do it anyway. But I'm not sure if it'll actually fit, because the waistband stretched a little bit when I serged the inside fabric. So, it's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. stitch is not working. What's a conundrum? I'm just going to snip these short. So that is one pocket attached. Now we can close up this side seam. Oh no. This fabric is annoying to work with. It stretches. I should have used my walking foot. I can make it work, but it's very annoying. But I like this fabric so much that I don't care. I'll just have to figure it out. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. I did it backwards. Or did I do it backwards? I don't know what I did. I don't know. I have to fix this. I have to figure out what I did wrong. Everything, probably. Uh, yes, I did it backwards. I don't know how to undo this and do it right. I forget. I think I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to come back tomorrow and figure it out because I'm getting tired and now this mistake has got me confused.